Hey guys, what's up? My name's Theo. I play middle linebacker for the Hilversum Hurricanes. That is in the Netherlands, which is in Europe. I play Euroball. Welcome to the channel. Every Mondays and Fridays I do football related content on my channel. However, I do vlog every single day. Kind of a journal, kind of a in my life as a American playing American football in Europe. It's kind of weird. And living here and just going about normal daily life, grocery shopping with stuff and dealing with, you know, gyms and sports stores that aren't catered to American football at this time of year, and things are weird. So, yes. And I do live stream every Saturday. However, this Saturday is a no-no because the exact time that I would be striking up my live stream, I'm going to be on a field in Almere. That's a city not too far from here. We have an away game. So I will not be live streaming. Kind of pertinent. That would be, so this video goes live Friday, and then the live stream would be 24 hours from when this one goes live. But yeah, that would not be happening. I will be on the field. Yeah, expect a game day vlog coming up on Sunday. That will have all the various things. Hopefully it's not canceled, but you know, can't really do much with this post-corona world. You never know when things are going to happen, especially with the weather and certain fields. Anyways, let's move on. So with the format of at least the Friday video, I do a comments and questions response. I verbalize them, even though I do write them up in the comments as they come in on my football related videos. And then if there's any news, score updates sort of things, what's going on with the league, if there's anything major big deal that's going on with like European leagues, like, you know, the GFL is renaming itself or something like that. I don't know. I know there's some ELF stuff going on, but I might get a little bit more information on that one. They seem to be trying to expand their business and getting more teams from around Europe, and it'd be better just to put out all the new teams at once. So they're going through the negotiation times right now, I think. I do know that, I will say this, Austria's coming in of sorts, so figure that out. So one of my regular daily vlog videos was from the 14th. So when I started going to the sauna to therapy a shoulder injury. Jorge Solis, Marco FB says, do you still play football? Yes, I do. I practice twice a week unless we have a game, and then we practice once, like tonight, and then we have a game on Saturday. We will not have a practice on Sunday because that's just stupid, and then next week will be a practice and a practice, I think. I don't know about next weekend. Football uniform suit up from 2016. Do take into account. Best gear ever. Great job. Great job. Didn't know how to edit a comment. Totally understandable. Luca Noel Hepner says, you live in Germany? No, I live in the Netherlands, right next door. Amsterdam specifically, it's right out that window. Giant skate park, new sport fields got put in. You can see previous vlogs this week where I look at them from my balcony at night, and I go tour them because they officially opened last weekend. He also says on a different video, it's one of my live streams, that he plays linebacker in 5 weeks. He's so hyped. Seems a bit weird that a season starts so late. Obviously it's not a German. They have 6 different levels and each of them play different amounts of time. So, I don't know what's going on. In the original suit-up video, he's wearing soccer cleats. No, I'm not. Those are American football cleats. I actually got, no, I'm not. I believe, if I remember that correctly, they're not soccer cleats. They are, at the most, rugby cleats, but probably regular American football cleats. Even here, I have to tell some of my teammates, not every cleat is a soccer cleat. Just because you guys don't use many cleats doesn't necessarily mean that you can use soccer cleats for a lot of American football, especially when you're dealing with the trenches. Last week's practice, I bummed out my shoulder. Mitch McLeod commented on that. Says, good stuff, hockey game this afternoon with a blind team I work with. Interesting, in Canada there's a blind hockey team. I know it's in the Paralympics of sorts. Sorry about that one. Carl Johnson, original suit-up video. How long did it take you to do this? And also, it's heavy, it looks like. Also thinks he needed help putting on his football equipment. Basically, my pads are 4.5 pounds and my helmet is about 4 pounds from what I can understand. Kind of hard to find USA sites on. Like, Zenith doesn't actually list the weight of their helmet, at least that one anymore, because they're all trying to go with the shadow and all that stuff now. But yeah, the shoulder pads are just physically bigger, so they weigh less because they're put across here, which is the yoke, and you can, you know, if anybody squats, you know that your shoulder whole area here can hold a lot more weight, so that's why the shoulder pads feel less, even though they weigh the same. It's also spread out, snowshoe sort of thing. Anyways, but in that video, it is about 11 minutes long for me to put on all my gear, and that's outro, intro. I can do it way faster. Like, if, you know, have everything ready, head out to the field, good to go. Like, I can get in like 2 minutes. It doesn't take that long. I was showing off my gear in that video and whatnot. Also, I had no idea what I was doing. It was 2016. MX Icy on the day I showed out the sport fields. He says, could you put on a video of you putting on your practice gear? I've already did that. I did that back in May. I realized that the suit-up video was not captioned, and it didn't explain the gear very well for Europeans who were just coming into the sport. So I made a new one fully explaining things. And the same idea that I have a Football 101 playlist to explain the sport very basically. It's 101. Sunday's practice where my shoulder fully flew out of joint and people were like, no, don't practice anymore. Probably not even on Thursday. We'll go into that one in the next section. Mitch McLeod also says, that sucks. I inadvertently body checked yesterday, or I got inadvertently body checked. He fell on his left hip. Pads or not, it hurts especially as we age. Yeah. And I'm therapying my shoulder and making sure that everything gets good to go, and so I'm ready for Saturday. MX Icy again on the asks, who's the other guy on the Cowlitz Cobra home and away uniform? That one's Willie. Rather than do a home and away, 2 separate videos, I just did 2. I just did one at the same time. I had the away on, Willie had the home on. That's about it. It was a weird video trying to capitalize on other things that had gone popular on my channel before. SSDUAD. Some of these names I don't know how to pronounce. Says he's number 24, top. Okay. In that video, the original suit-up, I was 24. I was a cornerback. Someone previous week says, you look more like a physical cornerback. And I'm like, that's a nice way of saying fat, but now I'm a middle linebacker, so it works better. William Sheffers says, what position do you play? In that video, again, it was a cornerback. It was not very good. So I moved to middle linebacker, moved to outside linebacker for the United States, and then moved here. And that I eventually got moved further in towards the middle of the field. I think they're subtly trying to put me on defensive line. Katrina Montez says, how do you wear all that gear? But I used to play football. I don't really get what the other side of that conversation was, and how do I wear all that gear? Easily. In that video, I'm putting it all on. That's how I wear it. Maybe I took it too literally. Maybe the Dutch are getting to me. Maybe it's my autism. I don't know. Chainton on the practice jersey and shoulder pad unboxing and review video. He says, do you think these pads will help you hit harder? Well, they did. A lot. I had them for 2 years on the Cobras and 3, technically. We still had a lot of practice seasons in between Corona and stuff, but we didn't actually have a full season of games. So I had those until last summer, and they were fine. They were skill pads, and that's why when I had a bit of money, I upgraded to getting Zenith Element Hybrid pads that were also adult medium rather than adult small skill pads. So, did they let me hit harder? Yes. Yes. Okay, going up for news. As far as it goes with the AFBN, that's American Football Bond Nederland. It's just the name of the league here in the Netherlands. It is technically week 2. Last week was 2 game cancellations out of 4. The Commanders Crusaders game had to move because of a field issue at Lelystad, which bumped our game with the Panthers out of the field, and there was no other field to play on, so fun times. We have recently been able to go back and practice at our field. I do not know if competitions are necessarily allowed. I don't know. So that's weird. I don't talk with the municipality and Parks Rec Department, all that jazz, but it will be taken care of when it is done. And then Almere and Groningen game. Groningen forfeited that one. So, fun times. And then Arnhem and Rotterdam played without a hitch at the normal field, normal time. And it was like a really low score game. It was like 6-3. And, yeah. So, this week we are going to play Flebo, or Almere. We are going out there. So, it's Hurricanes Almere. And that's what's going on there. Okay, and Rotterdam and Lelystad are playing each other this weekend. It is the Trojans, so it would be at Lelystad. See if their field gets cleared, but if anything, they may be able to play at Rotterdam. Arnhem is versus Groningen Giants, so that one I'm not sure if the game has been cancelled or not, because again, Groningen last time had an issue with forfeiting. Let's check Arnhem. It says it's still going on technically, so yeah. That was a post from 5 days ago, so still working. We have our game, so that's Almere, Hilversum, Groningen, Arnhem, Crew, and Panthers. Got cancelled. So that's the second week in the row that the Panthers have not been able to have a game. From what I understand from the chat, it's a refs issue. I don't know why. Could just be people getting out sick because we don't have enough refs to begin with. That's why we have such a very funky schedule, is because between youth teams and the lower division and the upper division games, we only have X number of refs. So, yeah. Other part of news, yes, my shoulder dislocated on Sunday and it was in a lot of pain. I did not have any pain medication with me. So I've been resting it. Yesterday at the gym, I did some Turkish get-ups, or Turkish stand-ups, however you want to call them, with a kettlebell straight up, and you just basically stand up and your shoulder is constantly pushed into your body, so it helps a bit. It was a bit sore, like owie, owie, owie afterwards, but then I just sat in the sauna. I will not be partaking, no pads, no helmet, no nothing in practice. I would much rather rest today and tomorrow and then have Saturday than go today and not have as much on Saturday. It's drastically better since Sunday. It's not time to push it extra hard. So, yeah. I will see you guys out in Hilversum. It looks hecka rainy, but as I am not practicing, I will be able to protect the camera pretty well. So if you guys saw Sunday's video, I should be able to have clips like that. I'll try to get more. And maybe if we do some special teams, I can get some action shots. I don't know. It's awkward to film because I really want to be at practice and do stuff in practice, but I might as well make myself busy of sorts, promoting American football in the Netherlands. You open fully? Yeah. Those lights are just hella bright. Fire, fire, fire! Fire! Yo, yo! Yeah. Down.
Hey, you run, you run. Oh no! Oh no, he did it to us! Push him out! Come here!
No, but it was funny to see him there.
Yeah, because I hadn't seen him at some practices. I haven't seen him at anything since the crew thing.
I don't know what's wrong with him. So I asked him why he was playing soccer. He was playing goalie. Ooh. And then he dove at the ball and then he fell wrong. So I told him, dangerous game, huh, soccer? And he answered back, the way I feel right now, I probably hurt myself knitting.
Yeah.
Hey, Marcus! Marcus!
Come on. Shorty's gonna short.
Yeah, I know. 50-50.
Hot, 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 hot! Down!
We're at 24, at 24.
Hut!
Sweet! Radio, radio!
Ja, dat is zo dan?
Hier, mijn tong. Ik zag hem net al beet op mijn tong.
Ja, ja, ik heb de bal, ja, ik kom eraan.
Kom maar nou.
Ik gast dat helemaal. Ja, nee, klopt.
Radio, radio!
Oké, nou, dan staan we dat even.
Radio, radio! Down! Zit!
Lekker.
Lekker! Oh, lekker! Radio, radio! Radio! Zit! Radio, radio! Down! Zit!